The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Liberty. Today's topic is one that's actually been going around for since back in June, where a man was arrested at a Loudoun County School Board meeting. Now, the media and the Virginia School Board had us all believing it was in response to the curriculum of transgender and related to transgender, and only part of that was true. Apparently, it was actually stemming from a alleged assault that the man's daughter uh, faced in the bathroom, where a male student who identified as fluid gender and wore a skirt followed his daughter in the bathroom and then sexually assaulted her. Now, the school board itself was trying to cover that up, as we have not didn't hear about it until October, May, let's see, June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. And why is that? Why didn't the school want it to be known? It is also alleged that the same student that sexually assaulted her in May did it in another school to another girl a week ago. Now, there's no confirmation whether it was the same student or not. They've kept that hush. But this is what, when the School Board Association sent the letter to the White House, they were showing this man as the reason why parents are domestic terrorists. His anger was not even at the school board per se when he had an outrage. He was there to warn parents of the possible sexual attacks on campus, which the school board denied. There was no. They said, "Oh, there's no attacks on any campus." Um, a woman the family knew discredited the father's daughter, and that's when he went off on her, and that's when the cops are called. So he wasn't even going after school board members. But remember, parents who disagree are domestic terrorists. But let's look at Virginia. Virginia have themselves to blame, especially the Virginia Democrats, because a fun fact which was not released until a few days ago, the Virginia State Assembly actually voted to allow schools to refrain from reporting sexual battery last year. That's right. Any sexual crime that's a misdemeanor, they don't have to report to the cops. Now, according to the father's statements, the resource officer wasn't giving them any answers or nothing like that. They were just saying, oh, she got beat up. And I'm sorry, if that was my daughter, I would probably react the same way as many other fathers. And it doesn't matter if you're on the conservative spectrum, independent spectrum, or left or liberal spectrum. Any father who loves his daughter is going to react in similar ways. That's just natural. So I love how the school board wants to try to take blame off of themselves and try to say, oh, he didn't like our curriculum. That's why he did outrage. No, you need to look in the mirror and blame yourselves. And then the Virginia Democrats need to look in the mirror and blame themselves who created the law so it can be swept under rugs. Um, this is the United States of America. And I don't know why you think people wouldn't be outraged when this came to light. And I guess that's why you try to hide it. And I hope every person who voted in favor of that law gets voted out. That's just my opinion of the matter. Um, we are getting tired of the school board forcing curriculum down our throat that the parents don't want. School board members saying parents should have no say in what is taught to our children, and now covering up crimes because they don't want a bad name. Um, I think every member of that school board and the school itself should be held up on criminal charges since they try to cover it up. So, but that's just my opinion. And I have a few other suggestions too. Um, but this is where we're at in America, people. Because they want to try to cover up something. They now want to call parents domestic terrorists. Because remember, the name Scott Smith is the poster boy for the domestic parent that they are showing videos of why the FBI needs to get involved. But, I agree with the school board. The FBI should get involved. They should investigate every school board that wants to hide criminal activities on school grounds. They should investigate the Democrats who voted for schools to refrain from telling anything that has criminal liability. Or I'm mixing up my words, but you get what I mean. Why do they want to cover it up? Is it their kids causing the crime? Maybe all that should be researched and investigated. I'm sure it won't, though, because I'm sure they have the FBI in their pockets. But that's just my opinion. What's your opinion? Like, share, subscribe. If you have any topics for me or my brother to discuss, brothersofliberty76@gmail.com. I'm going to try to do a live session, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow. But we definitely want to look more into this and several other topics we've done. I mean, we have a whole bunch of slew of topics that we want to go ahead and do, but just be patient with us, and we may get to the topic, but we'll definitely get to any and all topics that get in our email first before our pet projects. But this is the older brother Kelton reminding you what true freedom is.